So where were we?
It's Big John, Liesl and James. Start the weekend with fun and games. Big John at breakfast. Friday.
25 years has led to this moment. All of that other stuff you ever heard us was just a rehearsal for this moment. And it will probably make little sense to anyone who never heard our show before. So to those people, I say, you're going to need to go back to the start. You've got 25 years of catching up to do. But everyone is welcome, especially those who stuck by us through thick and thin.
Yes.
Who've been to the bottom and to the top with us day in, day out. Thank you. Thank you for being there. So over the last few months, we've all been busy doing our own things, but we have been blown away by the messages we've received every day since we finished the show. And I think for some people, it sort of felt like that we just dumped and ran and abandoned our friends, and I've been kind of feeling guilty about all of that. I mean, it wasn't exactly our choice to end the show like we did, but I have kind of welcomed a change in my life. And I sort of feel guilty about that as well, but listen, it was never goodbye forever. I always said it was a pause. And after 25 years of waking up South Yorkshire, we have unfinished business, you and I. So let's do this. We used to do the show for the radio station, but now we're doing the show just for you. Welcome to Big John at Breakfast Fridays.
Big John, Liesl and James. And if we include you too, there would be too many names. Big John at breakfast, Fridays. Oh, Big John at breakfast, Fridays. Ooh, yeah.
I think we should probably do some formal introductions to who the hell we are for people who've never heard our show before. Because, you know, we've got to reach out to those people.
Oh, we'll take anyone, won't we?
And should we do it formally and officially like a professionals?
We could try.
Look, what we're trying to do
I was going to
is...
say.
What we're trying to do is the Friday show, the good old days, right? So ignore the fact that it's a podcast, but I've just forgotten how to do it all. That's all, right? You ready?
Yep.
Good, okay, all right. Okay, first up, it's the big return for the chaotic mum, Liesl.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Our old producer is here, the original overthinker. It's Jay.
Hello.
And good communicator, according to eBay, I'm Big John. Thank you. So we are recording this live. So if we do mess up, you're going to hear it all, and like you always did anyway.
Yes.
But bear in mind, we're in new studios. We have new microphones. We've got a new sound. It's been a while, but welcome to your weekly dose of Friday Feels. And I am going to go with the phrase weekly dose of Friday Feels, which for a man of my age would make my children cringe.
Yeah.
How are we all? Is everybody okay? Is this a bit weird?
It is a bit weird, but I have to say, I do feel better for myself after getting rid of all those early mornings, because it was my choice to leave, as you both know.
It was like a domino effect. When Liesl said, I'm quitting, they went, well, you can all go then.
Yeah.
So it was all down to Liesl. We've never been honest about that, have we?
No, we're not being honest now, though, are we? Let's be honest.
I thought that we were protecting you, Liesl. But you're all right, are you, with doing that?
I love the idea of me standing up and going, I'm going to leave, and the you two going, we're not, we're fine.
We're happy to stay. And they went, nah. So the whole point of this is that we get to the Friday song, because we always kicked off the weekend with our official Gospel Friday song, which again will make little sense for anyone who's new here. But I just don't know what's been happening whilst we've been away. No one's had the Friday song in their lives, and you can't have a weekend without the Friday song. So have people been actually going without weekends?
Yeah, they've been going right through. Friday was followed by Monday.
So we're going to do the Friday song, and we're going to tell you how you can get involved in the show, and we're just going to update you on where we are and what we've been doing. And Liesl, you're going to tell me something about what are you going to do?
Well, I don't know how to say this, so that I don't want to worry you, but I kind of got asked to leave Lidl the other day.
Wow. So you've been working in Lidl, and you've also been fired from there eventually. Have you? Do you mean as a customer you've been asked to leave?
Yes, let's just say they were being polite and helpful, but it was the right time to leave the shop when an incident happened.
They had your back, did they?
Absolutely.
Oh God.
Have you been trying on some of their workwear in the middle aisle?
Do you know what? It is amazing what they have in the middle aisle. I know that's not a new thought, by the way, but you know when like Tesco's comes to deliver something, or I don't know, Asda, and they're like, "Oh, we don't have an iceberg lettuce, but we've given you this kind of lettuce instead." I mean, how many other lettuces are there, James?
Yeah.
Like, how many types are there?
Here we go.
There's 4 lettuces.
There are 4 in the world, yeah, and the rest are
Right,
derivatives.
okay.
Yeah.
So I always wondered this. I thought that's why Lidl or Aldi don't deliver, because if they haven't got a thing in stock and say they said, "Oh, we don't have an iceberg lettuce today, but we do have a wetsuit," that's the only alternative
Yes.
they could do.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Have you ever thought of that? Is that why they don't deliver, do you think?
Yes.
That's exactly why. Yeah.
So that's coming up. Why she was kicked out of Aldi or Lidl. Which one is it? Lidl.
Lidl.
You're kicked out?
Lidl down the road, my
Because you're
local one.
Liesl and Lidl, yeah. And James, what have you got?
I've got something I thought really is quite primal about marking your territory. It's not literally marking your territory, but I think we're all doing it. And my wife and I went a little bit too far with it the other day.
Is this on the beach?
No, it was in the back garden.
On your own?
No, someone else got involved.
The neighbours?
The neighbours got involved.
Excellent.
And she behaved like a 10-year-old, which prompted me to behave like a
Hang on,
10-year-old.
the neighbour did or your wife
No,
did?
my wife.
Excellent.
It's
Oh, she does look a bit like a 10-year-old though as well, doesn't
Wow.
she?
Don't know
Like,
where you're
and
going with that.
She won't
Very,
like that.
very young.
She won't like that. James did marry young. It's all on the way.
Big John at breakfast. Big John at breakfast.
So I'm going first. Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
I probably out of us all have had the most amount of spare time to myself. James, you've been very busy. I know you're
Yes, I
working
have.
with your brother and
Yeah.
you've got other things on. Liesl hasn't stopped, really.
No.
Although you have stopped getting up very early.
Yes, which has been lovely.
I do feel slightly guilty because I've had lots of lie-ins and probably too much time on my hands to the point where I started complaining to the council, and that's the new me. I've never really bothered about things like that, but now clearly too much time. It was to do with the recycling. I sent them an email.
You actually did complain. I thought you meant in your head.
Oh God, is this for real? You actually did this?
I emailed them.
Oh, God.
They didn't reply. So I thought what I'd do is I'd video the bin recycle men and women
Oh, God.
from my bedroom behind my curtain.
Right.
Because I wanted to catch them at it. With our paper and card recycling, you have to fill the bin up, the blue bin, and then that's that.
Yeah.
But if you've got a bit more, you can bail it together with string.
Do you know what? I'm starting to get all tingly hearing this story.
Okay, so it's happened to you, my friend, does it? They don't take it, do they? They don't.
It depends who's there that day. It depends.
Yeah. So as long as it's not bigger than the blue bin,
That's the rule.
and it's string,
Yep.
you can give them more card or paper or whatever, and they'll take it away, supposedly, but they never take it away. So I was ready for it,
Yeah.
and I videoed it.
Can I just ask, videoing, if I was the guy or the woman doing your blue bin,
Yeah.
if I looked up, would I see a curtain and a hand
Yes.
around the curtain?
Yeah, yeah.
So you
Just-
just a phone.
They couldn't see me.
Oh,
Mate,
that's beautiful.
I've videoed from my bedroom window many, many things.
No, I know you have. Well, often that's pointing inwards, though, isn't it?
Yeah, or into the neighbour's house. So they came and they took it away, and I couldn't use that, and so I was angry that I couldn't get angry.
They took the extra away.
Yeah. So I've also started selling stuff off. You know, like in life, you buy a lot of things and you think, I don't need that anymore. I'm going to eBay it or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally started eBaying, and it's amazing.
Oh, no.
Do you like? Why do you like it? It's not tedious.
I'm just getting rid of all my stuff. And it's just
Right.
clearing it all out.
There's a buzz in the last 5 minutes or the last minute when you're watching any.
I don't
final
auction.
bits.
I don't actually. I just do the buy now thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're missing out a real trick there.
They don't really offer the auction when in my setup. I don't understand. It used to.
Right, I don't know. But
I
no,
don't-
it's-
Right.
you can do a buy
How
now
long
price.
is it since you last eBayed something, James?
I tell you, it was when we moved house. We had a gigantic dining table that
Oh, I
was
remember this.
way too big for
And
our
you
house.
eBayed that?
I put it on eBay. We bought it second hand for about, I think, £250. It was a massive, it's beautiful, sort of antique legs, black and a pine top.
I know it. I saw it.
12-seater easily because we had a very
many
large
meals at that
Yes.
table, and you once. No.
And I put it on eBay and I said to Nikki with about a day to go, there's a few watches, but no one's bid. And then on the morning of the closing, someone had offered 250 quid. And I thought, that's amazing. We've had it 10, 12 years and we got our money back. That's incredible.
Yeah.
And then I forgot about it. Then I remembered later in the day.
forgot about
sometimes I like to watch the last minute to see if it's going to be exciting.
When it's an auction.
Yeah, when it's an auction.
Yeah.
And this
Right.
was an auction. And I logged into my eBay and I went cold. I went cold and felt terrified because someone had paid £880 for this table. And I thought,
What?
880 quid. I don't know why.
At the bids, someone had been, and they've just gone all the way.
Bidder,
Okay.
880 quid. And I looked at my listing and I thought, did I say it was an antique? Did I say it was, I didn't say what it used to be worth. And I was terrified because then I got an email and I thought, they're backing out through eBay. I'm on the Isle of Wight and I've got to rent a van to come to Sheffield.
I remember you telling me this now.
I didn't know what was going on. When he finally arrived.
Did you think he wasn't going to come?
Yeah. He finally arrived. We took the legs off because it was massive. We helped him lift it into
Did
his
he know
van.
you were going to take the legs off his £880?
Yeah, he
black
was
table?
very grateful. And then and all the time I'm thinking he's going to say, "Where's the certificate of whatever?" You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And Nicky couldn't believe it either, and he paid us the money and went. Now the only conclusion I can draw from this is he needed to dispose of a body and needed an alibi.
And that's why he had to hire a van and drive to Sheffield
Yes.
from the Isle of Wight.
Yes.
And that was the cover.
Yeah.
So you've helped cover up a murder.
I was an
Oh, my
accessory.
God.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason I can assume he paid 880 quid for a table that wasn't that all that.
Well, you see, I wanted to tell you about selling my trainers where the guy just gave me feedback as okay. And you, with your eBay story, were involved in a murder.
Yeah. Well, I assumed. Maybe it was drugs. He could have been smuggling drugs. I don't know.
I'm really annoyed with you, James.
Why? Why would anyone rent that van
Your
to come on?
story's better than mine, James. That's the problem, isn't it? I will tell you my trainer's eBay story
Good.
next week, okay?
Can't wait.
I still need it.
Okay, next up's Liesl.
Big John at Breakfast Fridays.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something like totally sexy. Sexy, sexy news. Did you know you can totally support the podcast by going on the official website bigjohnatbreakfast.co.uk and buying the guys a coffee? That would be so sexy of you. The team could then spend the money on coffee and microphones and better Wi-Fi and important skirts and air freshener and 3 more coffees. Real sexy of you, actually. bigjohnatbreakfast.co.uk. And thank you, sexy.
Big John at Breakfast. Hey! Fridays. Chaotic morning.
Okay. You can't be chaotic now because you've been getting lie-ins and you don't have to work with me every day, so that you're not stressed, and you have no deadlines, and you can be late for everything, and so you can't be chaotic anymore.
Well, it's weird. I did always used to blame the early mornings, but it turns out it wasn't the early mornings, guys. It's
No.
me.
Yeah.
It's and I always did deflect that to you guys and said, well, if it wasn't that breakfast show, none of this would happen.
Yeah. We got the blame for
I know it's-
literally everything. I know that.
Yeah. It's still happening. If anything, it's worse.
What's happened then?
Because-
You're in Lidl and you got into a tangle.
Well, let's not go there. Lidl's the last stop of the story. I need to start at the beginning. Okay. So I think I texted you a picture recently of me having breakfast outside a posh cafe place. I ordered, and by the way, I don't normally do this. I did the school drop off, and I had a day off, and I thought, do you know what? I just fancy sitting outside in the sun.
I don't normally do this. Lady of leisure.
No, but genuinely, normally I go straight to the gym or I'll go running or swimming. That's what I'm doing at the moment. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to treat myself to some yogurt and granola at the posh cafe up the road. So when I got there, I ordered this granola. It was £7.50, John.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know that, James, until later, but it was massive. And it took me over, I think, 2 hours to eat it. So I sat there whilst reading a book. You know what I mean? Like, really living my best life.
Oh, nice room temperature yogurt. Lovely. 2 hours in.
It was massive. It took that long to eat it. But anyway, as I sort of like uncrossed my legs, I suddenly felt a draft go up. And I thought, oh, that's a bit weird. And then I thought, oh, actually, that's reminded me. So, you know, when you think about your downstairs bits, you think, oh, actually, I might need the toilet. And suddenly I was in my downstairs and thought, I'll go to the toilet. And as I walked, I felt something flapping. And I thought,
God. 3 kids in.
something does, but something doesn't feel right. But you know, like you don't want to put your hand down there because people are looking. So I thought, I'll wait till I get to the toilet and see what's happened.
Liesl, would you have told this story on the radio? Because I don't want to hear it.
Well, no, it wasn't
Flapping?
like a prolapse or anything. It was like something flappy. I don't know what it was. Anyway, so I got in the toilet. And do you know what happened to me, knickers?
I don't want to know.
I've never seen this kind of thing in my entire life. I bought these knickers 4 years ago from Victoria's Secrets, very posh, £3. And they were black, like thin ones. And I'd never worn them before. The label was still in, like that morning. I'd never worn them.
Wow.
And the crotch, John, the other crotch, can you picture it? Had completely come away off the seams. And I had nothing there covering my bits. It was literally the crotch just flapping. That's what the flapping was.
Hang on. Were these crotchless knickers?
No. Well, they were at that point.
Were they edible knickers?
What? I don't understand how the crotch has come away from the gusset of your knickers.
Well, you and James know about science and stuff. That's why I'm telling you. How has this even happened?
It's just sort of fallen apart, have they? I don't understand.
Yes.
What's holding them together then?
So by this point, nothing. It was just flapping between my legs now.
Had you had wind and
No.
so bad that it's burst your...
Nothing like that at all. I went outside and I rang Paul and thought, well, he's going to have to get some knickers for me. So I rang him and said, you're not going to believe this. So I explained what happened. He went, oh my God, they've perished.
They've perished. They were
How
brand
knickers
new.
perished?
No, if they're
Yeah, they're brand
new.
new. They're brand new, but they've been sitting in my drawer for like 3 years.
I'm
It was like
still
one of those.
wearing underwear that I bought new when we got married
Wow.
16 years ago.
And they're still your best.
And they are perished. There is wear and tear. But you can get away with it, James.
Oh, yeah, I bet your
Because
wife loves that, Cordell.
I threw the towel in 15, 20 years ago, you know.
Yeah.
Just before we
I
got
know.
married.
Well, I haven't thrown the towel in, and these are lovely knickers. So I've said to Paul, I said, I don't know what to do now. So I've got to go to Lidl, and I don't really have time to go home. Can you go home and get me some knickers?
Oh, God.
And he was like, I'm in a meeting, and I've stopped to talk to you. You said it was an emergency. It was in a meeting with 20 people listening. Anyway, the point I'm making is, what did I do next? Did I go home?
Well, we
and
know
get
you
fresh
went to
knickers?
Lidl because you've already told us that.
Yeah, I think you went to Lidl.
So I did go to Lidl.
Yes.
So when I went in there, I did think, well, I'll probably be all right for a bit. So I did like a mini shop. So you know, a £45 shop that everything just comes to 45 quid.
Are we talking in
I
a
did
tennis
bits.
skirt with no knickers on? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. Did you do any
Exactly. That's
serves?
where I'm at.
Any serving at all? Any bending down for the ball?
It was Wimbledon time. So
Yes.
that's why I was wearing it, I think. You know what I'm like? I like to go with the seasons. So anyway, as I got to the self-checkout, this really nice woman was there. But you know how you forget you don't really have any pants on? Have you ever had that when you get so comfortable?
Tell me about it, girlfriend. Tell me about it. Finally, we are on a level.
John, I dropped my lemon and it
Oh,
rolled
God. Oh.
Is that
right
code?
across the floor.
Is that where you keep lemons?
I went and picked it up. I just picked it up recently. Totally forgot I didn't have any pants on. It just gone out of my head. because all I was thinking about was I've got to get to the school. I've got to get to a school
God.
thing. So this woman came up to me who worked there. Oh my gosh, she was so lovely. And she said to me,
No, she
excuse
didn't.
me.
No, she didn't.
No, she did. No, she
Someone
worked
working there is
again.
about to tell you that you're flashing your bits under your tennis skirt.
Only she saw, but she said to me, I need to tell, I said, I know what you're going to say. The minute she looked at me, I knew what had happened. I knew she'd seen something, but I don't know what, because it could be anything.
She might have thought you've nicked a Brillo pad or something.
Look, I want this podcast to be still palatable.
Sorry.
For everybody.
Yeah.
And
Anyway, I left the shop with everything intact just about. And I
Good.
did go home and get some knickers before the school meeting.
do you
so I do
remember-
have some decorum.
you know the old days when we used to be on the radio? Our boss wasn't massively keen on you talking about your knickers all the time.
No.
I know, he's so prudish, wasn't he?
And thinking about it, he might have been onto something. But it's lovely. It's left a lovely taste in my mouth. And
No
thank
more
you.
knicker stories. That's it. Oh, I'm done now. Now
All
I've
right.
got that out. I'm fine. We can move on.
Have you? You remember
What?
we did the advert for this, and you were talking about your knickers then? What is going on? Is
yeah.
this a thirst trap? This is when you think that you're going to get a lot of attention now from all sorts, men and
John,
women.
If I wanted to get a lot of attention, I wouldn't use the word flaps, would I? Let's be honest.
All right.
Sorry.
Big John at breakfast, Big John at breakfast, Fridays.
James's turn now, but I've got some special music now for James.
This is lovely, isn't it?
Yay! Okay, do you feel safe now?
Oh, we've missed that, haven't we?
The problem is with the podcast is that we can't play copyrighted music, but I'm sure we can get permission to play your song. So I was thinking, we've got permission to do the official Friday song, but we could play this every week. Could we not play this every week, please?
Well, listen, no.
For new listeners, this was James 10 years ago,
Maybe 15 years ago.
singing a song that he wrote when he was how old?
In my 20s.
Okay, and it's a beautiful song.
Oh,
Do you know this was about what my daughter, what it was going to feel like when my daughter left home,
And she's just done
and
that.
she's just got married.
Wow.
Didn't play it at the wedding, though. That told me, didn't it?
Did they not?
No.
Nobody thinks to
oh
play it.
wow.
No.
Does Fran know that the song's about her? It's
Yes.
not really about her, is it?
Well, it was about how my father-in-law would have felt about giving up his
Nikki.
daughter and how I would feel, So
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
very much,
yeah.
about love
Well,
for the child.
James,
Yeah.
do you feel safe now?
Not really, no.
I've got to know. I'd like to know.
We're not filling, are we?
No, I'm just getting to your bit. What you can do?
I was going to tell you about something that's happened. What made me turn into sort of like a primal sort of man, protector, a
Oh,
protector
brilliant.
of my wife.
Okay.
We have a garden that overlooks the garden behind it because no one has ever put a fence up, ever. Right? And it was all overgrown and full of knackered old sheds and stuff. And we decided to clear it because the sheds were falling apart. And we wanted to put a fence across, but we thought it's quite expensive, a fence. And we hadn't got a shed. So we said, let's go for a full width shed. Now,
At the back of your garden.
I'm not a man cave kind of guy, but it's 20 feet wide by 6 feet deep. So it's a crazy, really thin shed, but full width.
Yeah, yeah.
And anyone that's seen a picture of it, we've sent pictures of, they're going,
I've seen it in
you're having
real
some
life.
families moving in there and all that sort of stuff.
Good.
But we didn't want to pay for one of these posh garden rooms. You know, these things that people have in their garden that are really expensive.
That we're sat in right
Yes,
now.
like this.
Yeah.
So we went for just a shed. It's just a shed, but it's massive, right? But we thought we can paint it and make it look nice. That's what we said we would do. We didn't realise how absolutely huge it would be. It would take litres of paint to make it a nice colour. So it got to the back, talking about the back, and I said, I'm not going to buy the posh colour for the back because only the
Only the neighbours are going to see the back of the
only
shed.
they're going
Right,
to see
yeah,
it over
yeah,
the back.
yeah.
We just get a clear treatment for it.
Okay.
So I was doing the front, and Nikki said, shall I start the back now? And I said, yeah, okay, you can do. So we opened up the tin, stirred it, and she went round the back. And I just heard, oi, get off my wall.
Oh, you're joking.
And I thought,
Oh God.
And I heard Nikki's voice sort of chattering. So I thought, right, this is my house,
Yeah.
my wife. Don't talk to her like that.
Yeah.
So I and it's really tight round the back there.
Yeah.
It was really hard to not paint with, and she had to stand on something to reach the top.
Yeah.
She hadn't done any of the painting yet. He just was shouting, and she's going, "It's just I can't reach the top, and I'm only really quite light. I'm not going to be long." And it was a really ugly breeze block, solid wall. There was no reason for him to be like that.
Right.
And so I came around thinking, right, I'm going to have a word. By which time the altercation had ended and he'd gone in. But I heard him say, "Don't stand on it. Someone else has broken it." And when she said, I'm not heavy and all this stuff, he said, "I don't care. Get off my wall."
Wow.
And I thought, it really triggered me because we both thought about it after. You suddenly become 8 or 9 or 10 years old again when you're told off by someone.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
And I felt terrible for her because I don't like people being humiliated. So I said, "Look, you finish off the front, and I'll do this, and I'll tread carefully." And I stacked up little bits of flagstones.
So you didn't stand on his wall.
Didn't stand on it
to
once.
paint the back of your shed.
No. Now bear in mind, this is just clear oil and it's matte, so you don't even really know it's gone on. When you put it on, you can't really see it.
Yeah.
But once you've applied it, when it next rains, where you've applied it will just be beads of rain. Whereas the rest, if it had been untreated, would just go damp. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it looks quite. It looks like it's glass with beads on it. It's that good. This oil.
Okay.
So I did something a bit silly, and I thought it'd make my wife laugh. So I did my painting, and I went back, and she said, "That was quick." And I said, "Yeah, that's because I've just written
James
in full height letters." He won't know until it rains.
Oh my God.
It felt bad.
I have never had so much respect for you in my life.
What do you think?
I never thought you'd step up in this kind of way. John, don't you think that's incredible he's done that?
I don't like him swearing. I'm not used to him swearing. I mean, I'm still in shock about that.
But the thing is...
So hang on. So when it rains,
Yeah.
he's going to see that on the back of his shed. You can't get rid of that.
Yeah.
You can't leave it like that.
Yeah, Nikki said that as well. She didn't think it was funny.
No.
I thought it might make her smile, but so she sent me round to paint over the whole shed, which took about 2.5 hours. Paint it all out. And then I was lying in bed that night thinking, it's had 2 coats.
Oh!
Big John and breakfast. Big John and breakfast Fridays.
I'm slightly exhausted now from all that. I mean, I think we need to have a meeting about swear words.
I need the bleep button.
I know, twice.
I thought you were going to say it again.
I've never heard James swear.
No, I
don't
haven't, really.
think, actually, it's like when you for the very first time you hear your dad swear at home.
This is
you kind of
exactly it.
It's the same feeling. You're like you respect them, but you're also shocked. But
This is
so
proof
much respect for you.
Proof you've never read any of my emails to you, Liesl, then, isn't it?
So, that is us almost done. The question is, shall we do it again next week?
I won't be a potty mouth if we do.
Yeah. Liesl's knickers and
I've let myself down.
your swears. By the way, if you've downloaded this and got this far into the podcast and subscribed and liked and rated it, then you are our people. A special, unique group, a family, a community, a cult.
No.
We are of movement with a unique sense of what makes humour and what makes entertainment. Because nowhere else will you find this mix of toxicity and basic bitch chat. And thank you for listening. And we want to do the Friday song now officially for people who have gone the extra mile or people who have reached out to us, people who have helped us get this podcast off the ground, people who have bought a coffee on the website. And so I recognise this. For a bunch of people, some absolute legends. For Rob D, Dave B, Verity, and Marky H, and Lindsay and Samantha Scott, Rob Bird, Helen Cags, Nick Waterhouse, messaged us on the WhatsApp, on the page, on the website, bigjohnatbreakfast.co.uk. For Kim, Jen, Caitlin, Shelley, Sam, Danielle, Lauren, Rachel Powell, and Kirsty the Gardener.
It's Friday! The waiting's over because the weekend is here. It's Friday! I can almost taste that ice cold beer. Oh yeah! It's Friday! The weekend's over and there's no more work to do.
2 whole days for you.
There is.
It's my day.
It's time to kick the weekend off again.
With Big John.
At breakfast, here we go again.
Hey, everyone is Big John.
By the way, if you want a shout for someone on the official Friday song, you can go to the buy a coffee section on our new website, bigjohnatbreakfast.co.uk. And we want to make this a weekly Friday get-together. But we need your help to spread the word that we are back. Please put a link to this podcast on your social media. Please leave a review on the podcast channel and like it and kiss it. Share it, like it, review it, and it'll help other people find it. It's good to be back. We've missed you, and as we said earlier, we used to do the show for the radio station, and now we're doing it just for you.
Big John, Liesl and James. And if we include you too, that would be too many names. Big John at breakfast Fridays.
How was that? How did it feel?
Lovely.
Should do it again then.
Yeah, it was great.
Who was the best?
Oh, it was the guy with the fingers.
James swearing, everybody.
Yeah, I need a button. I just need a button. I
We've got a
forgot.
button. Hang on, I've got a button. I need to know
Yeah.
when because, I just imagine
Yeah.
if
No.
in the olden days,
Well, I wanted to just tell the truth, and you're right. I forgot.
out of us all, I thought it would be Liesl. Did we? I used to occasionally accidentally. Did you ever swear on the radio?
No.
Did you, Liesl? Have you
No.
ever sworn on the radio?
No.
How have you not sworn on the radio? Because you had no filter.
I don't know actually. I'm actually not a swearing person in the office anyway.
Liesl.
Liesl.
No,
Oh,
like-
baby.